recording. There's like a new button here. Save replay. I don't know what that is. Wait, there's now a stop recording button? Is that like instead of just hitting record, I could stop it and then restart it and it's one thing? I've been wanting that feature. I don't know. I didn't get an alert that Streamlabs updated, but it's a little different. Usually it tells me when it's updating, but it might have it might have updated while I was like looking at this monitor or something. I don't know. Hey Moogle, what's going on? So I'm just like, what is this? So I don't know what save replay does, but I would hazard a guess that this is like now a pause recording button, which would make Let's Plays a lot easier for me. Well, welcome to the stream. I know the lighting is kind of dicked up right now, but what can I do? Hey, Alice. Yeah, I'm really thrown off by that. I guess. Let me see something here. I'm gonna have to run a test at some point to see if that button does what I think it does. There's a new button in Streamlabs, and I'm looking at it like, huh. How y'all doing on this the day after Xmas? You know what I need to do? I need to check the tracking on the Eevee's gift. It's just I'm not gonna be able to just feel okay about this until they have it in their hands, you know? Meow meow. Meow meow. Alright, let me get like an extra browser window to go to UPS. Last I checked, it was in New Hampshire. It had moved from Massachusetts to New Hampshire. Now, see, this doesn't say where it... this doesn't even say it anymore. There's label created. We have your package, Georgia. And then on the way, previously said some town in Massachusetts. Then it said some town in New Hampshire. Now it doesn't say anything. It just says on the way. As of about 2 hours ago. Maybe it's in transit. Of course. Do we have any news on that? Oh, is this the song that was cut from Chrono Trigger? Yeah, this is the song that was on the ROM but not used in the game. I had seen a news article about it. Like, obviously, you mentioned renter's insurance, and I'm sure whoever owns the property has their own insurance, but still, there's a lot of shit that you probably, like, lost because of that. It's a pretty bad situation. Yeah, this is the song that was written for Chrono Trigger, is actually in the game, but was never used in the game. You've lost basically everything. Damn. Oh, that's ridiculous. I mean, obviously you're going to get some kind of payout and have to replace things, but there's probably some things that are, not replaceable, That's fucked up. Did they ever find out what happened? Because, EB had sent me a news article about it, and it didn't say anything about what happened there. This song sounds... I think I understand why it was not used in Chrono Trigger. It sounds like it belongs more in Lufia than Chrono Trigger. And I think the reason I'm thinking of that is the harp notes. Foul play isn't suspected. Well, I didn't suspect foul play myself, and I was thinking that with the timing of it and everything, like it could have been a cooking fire. It could have been an electrical fire, like a Christmas tree. It was too dry and frayed wires, you know what I mean? It could have been a lot of different things, The lights, yeah. I was thinking because of the timing, because it happened on Christmas Eve, or was it the day before? I think it was the day before. It might have had something to do with faulty electrical stuff with Christmas lights or a tree or something. Yeah, it was the 23rd. It was like late night on the 23rd. I think it was like technically the 24th, but who fucking cares, Actually, It was around 10:30. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, late night. But yeah, I mean, at least you got a place to stay. That's good. And like I said, you had renter's insurance, and like I said, I'm sure the property managers or whatever had their own insurance. It's just fucked up. Of course you could post the GoFundMe. Of course you can. Come on now. Now you know, yeah, you could do that. Definitely. There's something almost Tim Burton-ish to this. Not that Tim Burton does music, but it sounds like something that would belong in one of his movies, Which, his films tend to have a certain sound because he tends to work with the same composers, Yeah, exactly. When I say Tim Burton-ish, I guess what I really mean... Well, I don't really mean Danny Elfman-ish, but I mean Danny Elfman specifically when he's working with Tim Burton, because he has a different sound when he's working with Tim Burton than he has when he's working with other directors. Because Danny Elfman does a lot of fucking soundtracks. So, Chrono Cross, we might finish today. I'm not entirely sure on that. We're kind of near the end. There's still some stuff to do. If we do finish, I'm not going to roll right into the next game of Power Wash or something, but I think we might not finish today. The next game after is going to be Dragon Quest 3, so the remake, the HD 2D remake. Oh. Here goes. I love that part. You might want to edit that to just not be just a link. Give it some context so that people will know what you're what's going on here, God, that picture. That's rough, bro. Oh, Gunny just wildin' right now. Gunny. It's okay, buddy. I had a headache too, so it's dude, shut up, Twilight Gun. You know what I was thinking heavily on this morning? I was reminiscing about this weird story that happened when I was around... who was playing Chrono Trigger? When I was around maybe 15 or 16 years old, and we lived in New York City, in Brooklyn, right? And it was nighttime. It was really late. It was maybe around 2 a.m., and I was in bed. And my sister's room was technically right next to mine, but it was due to the shape of the rooms and the fact that her room was quite a lot bigger, it was pretty far down the hall, the doors, right? So, yeah, no, I think we've rated Ice Kitsune before. So anyway, it was late at night. It's 2 a.m. or so. Maybe not quite 2 a.m., but it was around that time, right? And I think I'm just starting to fall asleep. And then suddenly my sister comes bursting into the room, turns on the light, which is just, and starts doing this. I got to go to the full screen cam for this. She starts doing this. And she's gesturing wildly, and and she sounds distressed, like she's scared or something. And she's, like I said, I'm about 15, 16 years old at this point. I guess she was, around 12 years old, and she's doing this, and I'm just like waiting to find out what the hell's going on, right? So she's and I'm thinking, like, well, what happened? Did something scare her? Did she have a bad dream? Like, what's going on? And I'm just trying to be very patient and wait for her to say whatever it is, like to take a deep breath or something, and then finally spit out whatever it is that was bothering her, right? So I'm not lying here when I talk about the time frame. Here, hold on one second. Yes? Okay, give me a moment. I will finish that story when I get back. I will tell you, because, well, you probably heard the story before, but there's a part to it that I'm adding because it's just a thought that I had. But I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hello, my baby. Hello. Oh my God, something happened. There's a lot of emotes happening. Flower subscribed again. Sorry that I was away while you did that. Okay, let me scroll up here. Flower, thank you for Whoa, okay. 6 months in advance? That's half the year. Thank you so much, Flower. Let me get some emotes in there. That also brings you up to 67 months, so, just that much closer to 69 when I will fully pop off. That's a big sub. Thank you so much. All right. I'm going to start the story over again because Flower's here and Gray is here. And I want you guys to hear this before we start playing Chrono Cross. So, I was just reminiscing about this story from when I was a teenager living in Brooklyn, and I was about 15 or 16 years old. My sister was about 12 or so, and we lived in this apartment, and her room was right next to mine, but on the hallway, it was the doors were kind of far apart because of just the placement of where the doors were and the shapes of the rooms and whatnot. And her room is like a lot bigger, so there's that as well. So this is late night. It's the summer, right? I remember it was summer, and it's late night. I'm in bed. It was like maybe 2 a.m. or so, and I think I was just about to fall asleep. And my sister comes bursting into my room, and she turns on the light, and she starts gesturing wildly towards her room, while going, so she's pointing in that direction towards her, and she's all out of breath, and shaky, and freaking out, and I'm just like, oh, what now? You know what I mean? Like, what? You know? What are you... So I'm waiting for her to calm down, and maybe take a deep breath, and say what the problem is, right? I mean, what? She saw something that scared her, she had a bad dream... I don't know, right? She's dropping a mixtape. I don't know what's going on. So I'm watching the clock because I'm getting a little fed up because this is continuing. Just the moaning and the gesticulating is just, yeah. I mean, it's truck. Yeah, this is quite a bit later than that. But anyway, I'm watching the clock, and I swear, 2 minutes goes by. 2 minutes. And she's still doing it. With no sign of slowing down or making any sense or anything that would help the situation. So, eventually I'm just like, what? What is it? And I swear to you, this is what she says. She goes, "You never let me talk." And then runs off to her room. Now, under any other circumstance, I might have just been like, oh, man. Fuck that, right? And then just moved on with my life. But the thing is, because she ran off like that, she left me laying there. The light's still on. So now I have to get up to turn the light off. So I'm all pissed off. So I decide I'm going to go in there and tell her what's what. So I storm down the hallway and I go into her room and I'm just, what the hell is wrong with you? Telling me I never let you talk. You stood there for 2 minutes going, I just let her have it. And then I go to bed. I'm all pissed off, right? I find out the next day that she was sleepwalking. She had no idea what was going on. And as far as she's concerned, from her viewpoint, she was laying in bed all peaceful, and I came into her room and started yelling at her, and she didn't know why. So, because she was sleepwalking. And she didn't disbelieve me that she did that because she had been known to sleepwalk. And, even I sleepwalk sometimes, but just not anywhere near the amount of times that she does. She would walk around the house, have full conversations with nobody while sleeping. But anyway, I was thinking about that this morning. I don't know what brought it up in my mind. I was just thinking about and I got to thinking that what if there's another part to that story that even I don't know about? Like, what if I was sleepwalking at some point? Right? Thanks, Alice. I'll see it. I see it there. What if I was sleepwalking and I went into her room and started or something, and then went back to my room and it freaked her out, and then she starts coming in. I mean, obviously that didn't happen because I was awake the whole time, but I think it's because last night on List Critics I told the Taco Bell story where I was being Scottish, and I was thinking I'd love to hear that story from the other perspective, from the kid that I was trying to make laugh at Taco Bell, On board video games, where is it? The story that Gray alluded to, the truck thing, this was even earlier. This was, let's see, so I was around 12, right? And she would have been I guess, around 8 years old. Sleepwalking is really weird, yeah. I've done it a few times, and it is very, it's disorienting to wake up and you're not in bed. You know, it's confusing as hell. But anyway, I don't do, like I said, I don't do it as much as my sister does. My sister sure sleepwalked a lot. Sleep talk too. Not that it ever made any sense. Like, right. But I was about 12. My sister was about 8. I had my friend Frank over, and he, the guy from the Final Fantasy story, Final Fanta, you know, he had these like flashlights, and he's like, I'm gonna play a prank on your sister. I'm just like, yeah, fuck yeah, cool, you know. He takes the 2 flashlights, he goes over to her bed, and he shines them in her face and goes, "Truck!" And she pops up. I swear she goes, and goes, "I'm not Jewish," and then just falls back asleep. We have no idea what the fuck. I mean, why was that on her mind? I'm not Jewish. We had Jewish neighbors that we were good friends with, the little girl and the little boy that were upstairs. But that's as far as I know. I'm not Jewish. And then she just goes right back to sleep. Didn't remember a thing the next day. God, if you're somewhere familiar, that's even worse, because you could like trip over something. You know what I mean? You really don't want that to happen. Anyway, guys, I've talked long enough. Let's play the intro so that I can talk a whole bunch more. But also, we're playing a video game. Here we go. Coming at you. That's going all the way, isn't it? Oh! I lived, bitch! I lived, bitch! Smack you with your own pimp. After... I almost said ravioli. It says revolt. I almost said ravioli. Can you guys tell that Trevor's drunk? Hot naughty golems in your area. Huh. Can I... Oh, no. No! You can't... No! I must go. My people need me. I saw the entire western region of Middle-earth crack and fall into the sea. I'm not wearing fucking pants. You didn't see shit, you understand? You there, dumbass! Yes, you, in front of the screen. I mean you. And me too. Tell you the truth, Carl, this is the 37th time I've broken my vegetarian vows. 37. In a row? 20 more. What's hitting me? This doesn't make any logical sense.
Man, that bird's good going down. Haven't felt that in a long time.
All things your mother said. I'm sorry.
Punish me. You're gonna hose. Yeah, I'm a naughty dinosaur. Oh, you're good in the cloaca. Yeah, right there in my cloaca. Oh, I'm so dirty. Oh.
Can't talk to them.
You're a lovely vision this night.
Oh,
Wait.
thank you, kind
He's spitting
sir.
game. Hold up. He's spitting game. That's it? That's all the game you got? You ain't never gonna get laid. Hey now. You know, I was thinking there about what you said about the sleepwalking happening more so when you were somewhere unfamiliar, and I was thinking about specifically about my sister and how, you know, she always used to sleepwalk, and it would happen more often when we were at our grandparents' house, which was not exactly unfamiliar, but it wasn't like home. We would spend like a weekend or two there, you know, and then the summer. And then I just remember one time she came, it was late, and she came out of her room, dead asleep, walking, and my grandmother just grabbed her and spun her around, and she walked right back into the room. And went right back in there, and I guess went back to bed. She's like, here, now this is the direction you need to be going. Alright. Oh, it's showing this intro because I'm technically on disc 2. Alright. So I believe where we left off is we had just done the orphanage, the burning orphanage part. So that means I should go to see Lucia. Yeah, I have Kid in the party. Did I kit her out with like elements and all that? Let's see. Yeah, it looks like I did. Okay. And does she have her techs? She has red pin, and she has hot shot. Okay, cool. And for equipment, let's look at that. Prism dagger, stone mail though. Should I try to make some armor? Some rainbow armor? Because this is who I'm running with. Like, unless I need characters for other things, I want it to be Surge, Glenn, and Kid. So let's see about prism mail. I would need more shiny sand. Okay. Let's see what I could disassemble that might have shiny sand. That is ember. I'll take it apart though. There's some shiny sand. You basically have to sacrifice some really good accessories to get the armor. Another way to get the shiny materials is to use summons to kill enemies, but... Well, with what I just did, I could at least make one prism armor. And then I'll just give it to whoever has the lowest defensive capabilities, which is probably Kid. You know, and you could always go with Prism Vest if you wanted instead of the mail. It's less good though. Yeah, I can only make one because then I'll be out of sand and leaf. Oh, and I got an achievement: the ultimate armor for creating a piece of rainbow armor. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, actually, but I want to look at his status because I want to see who has the lowest defense. I'm trying to... There we go. She's got the lowest physical defense. Glenn has the lowest magic defense, but... Does this help with magic defense? Let me see. It does. By quite a bit. I think I'm actually going to give it to him. Because magic defense becomes more important, you know, at the end of the game here, so... Alright, let's go to Viper Manor because I got to, we got to do the scene with Lucia's letter. Ba-da-da. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Love you could see Terra Tower sitting there like it's, you know, it's like the Black Omen of this game. I should be able to just walk in because I think Poor has withdrawn. Yeah, they're not there anymore. I don't know why I'm thinking of like the Pink Panther. No. At some point that turned into the Odd Couple, so I think it's this one. Yeah, here we are. Lucia. I've been waiting, kid. There is something I want to give you. Huh? Me? I was told to give it to you when the time is right. It's for you, from Luca. You knew Luca? Here. My dear kid, how are you doing? I wonder how old you are as you read this letter. Perhaps you've matured into a beautiful woman and are raising a happy family by now. I was hoping to talk to you in person when you were old enough, but just in case something happens, I'm writing my feelings down on paper and leaving it with Lucia. Perhaps you already know, or perhaps you yourself were also caught up in some historic crisis as a result of all this, but anyway. A long time ago we, my friends and I that is, changed the future in order to save the planet from being devoured by Lavos, a monster from some unknown planet. We still feel proud of the role we played in saving our world, and how we were so freely able to change the flow of time. But sometimes I think of the darker side of what we did, what has become of the future that was supposed to have existed, Where did the time that is now no longer allowed to exist go? It is true that thanks to our altering the flow of history, we were able to save so many lives and prevent so much sadness and suffering. But when you think of it, we also caused the deaths of so many that we were meant to have come into existence in the timeline we destroyed, and also caused new sadness and suffering further along the new future we created. That is why I worry that some might seek revenge on us for what we did. I have had a constant dread in my heart that someone in our new future will travel back in time just like we did and try to kill or capture my friends and me. So even if something dreadful does befall me, kid, know that what was meant to happen will happen, and that I was always prepared for the worst. Oh, but don't you go think the great Luca is going to go down without a fight. I've got a reputation to uphold. Well, this letter is from Luca. It's confusing because Lucia's name is so similar to Luca's. Whatever lies waiting around for the next corner, better watch out, because it's going to find a pretty mean counterattack coming its way. Kid. Well, I have to drink water. Hold on. Bloody hell. Kid, when I think of you, I remember someone I once met a long, long time ago in the distant past. But she was the complete opposite of the you in this timeline, so quiet and gentle. Someday I'll also tell you about her, when you're ready to know of your real name and heritage. I'm not the slightest bit worried about you, kid. I know that no matter what happens, he will always be there, looking out for you. What, the guy that got kind of cut out of this game? Or perhaps he's already found you and is there by your side as you read this. If so, hello, Janice. Please take care of my little sister for me. It was intended that Guile was supposed to be Janice in disguise, but they didn't quite get to finish everything that they wanted to do with this game. There is so much more I want to tell you, but I must leave it for another time. Don't worry, everything is okay. We will overcome whatever woes may occur. That's for certain. We met Robo last time. We heard his voice at least. Later, when you're all grown up, I'll come to visit you and we'll talk over tea. I look forward to that day. Robo was the virus that was inside of Fate. Well, anyway, kid, until we meet again. Forever and ever your friend, no matter which timeline it is, yours sincerely, Luca Ashtier. P.S. Cut out the tomboy act. Believe me, you'll become a beautiful young lady one day, or my name isn't Luca the Great. Sorry, but I'd like to be alone for a while. I can't believe you, sis. You're the one I always laughed about how there's nothing definite or certain in this world. Sis. And you get a rainbow shell. Alright, I'm not done in there. Lutka and I go way back. We were great friends, both aspiring scientists. Had not the tragic incident occurred, I am sure Luka would have surpassed me. And Grobik's here for some reason. The lab puts Grobik at ease. That's where he hangs out when he's not in your party. I don't know why, but that's where he goes. Well, he told you why. It puts him at ease, right? Alright. Let's go grab the Chrono Cross. Whoop! Didn't mean to do that. I'll need Stina in my party for that. Maybe we will finish today. We'll see how it goes. Alright, where are you, Stina? There she is. The Divine Dragon falls. Years ago, these falls were considered a holy place by the worshippers of the divine dragon faith. Then hordes of humans began to migrate to these islands, and we were pushed to the outlying regions. In the cultural takeover that ensued, the spiritual significance of places such as this was soon forgotten. In the old days, many of my friends and fellow believers would come here to worship. It was quite lively, particularly during the festival seasons. How I miss those days. There doesn't seem to be anything worthy of note inside of here. Hey, Captain! Let's head home! There's definitely something of worth in here. It appears that the altar at the back of this cave was made to house the dragon tier. But the strange thing is that there was only meant to be one dragon tier in this land. And yet the altar has 2 holding stands. I wonder what that could indicate. Ancient lore reveals the Dragonites knew of certain land formations they called power spots. There they are said to have used the natural energy of the planet to generate elements. Yeah, that's where they Dynamax their Pokemons. Here we are. By the great dragon gods! The Sacrarium of the Divine Dragon Falls still exists, and it seems functional. It's just as the old legends of old said it would be. What a blessing. By utilizing its power, we just may be able to create the Chrono Cross here. Try placing the 2 pieces of the dragon tier, the tier of hate and the tier of love, on these stands. I don't think it matters which one goes on which. You could see carved into the rock the faces of the dragons, too. And we got the Chrono Cross. And I got the long-lost element, the rainbow-aligned Chrono Cross. So you could see it's both an item and an element. I'll show you in the item screen. Where is the Chrono Cross? There it is. The ultimate long-lost element of the 7th color attribute. And there it is, the rainbow element. I'll put it, I guess, there. I always put it at level 1, even though it's a level 8 element. So what it does, aside from helping you beat the last boss and get the good ending, is it also restores elements that you've already used. I think Steam just crashed and then came back because it's suddenly telling me everybody's online all at once. Well, it was only 1, so maybe not so bad. Alright, we're not going to head to the last dungeon just yet. Alright, so let's teleport her. I'm going to need Lucha. Where's Lucha? That Lucha. And Turnip would be helpful here. Well, not helpful, but yeah. Oh, but I got to take her to the waterway. Well, that shouldn't be too bad. The last dungeon. It's not going to be like an Animal Crossing village. That's for sure. God, that would be weird if it was. What up, almighty Santa? Steam is struggling with the post-holiday swarms. You're probably right. You're probably right. That's probably exactly what's going on. Okay, the waterway. I think we can get in through here. We might actually finish this today. We'll see. Remember that blob that we couldn't do anything with, and I said, oh, that's for Lucha? That's where we're going. Yeah, imagine you go into Terra Tower, and it's like all these little animals sitting on stumps singing little songs. That would be beyond weird. I don't want to get into any fights here if I could avoid it. Trying to remember where that blob was. Oh, I think I gotta go in through the other side. Where does this go? Where does this bring me? Oh, well, that's good. Now I can get that chest. I think it's just a deluge, though. Yeah, I think I need to do this from another spot. There's like this weird little blob, and I remember saying, oh, that's for... Actually, can I go up that way? That's for Lucia, but we didn't have her in the party at that time. Oh. Oh, yeah. The Sister City. That's the joke I remember. Link's Awakening was some fucking doofy shit. I didn't really want to get into a fight, but okay. Especially since Lucia and Turnip don't have elements. Now, you notice that it made that sound now that we have the Chrono Cross. It went, bah! And there's that little blue dot at the top. From now on, whenever elements are used, it plays these notes. And the idea is you have to know the song to play to beat the last boss. The Walrus was a tool. I feel like the Walrus was like an idea that later became Snorlax. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of the same thing, right? Oh, that's... Do this one. Pin-up girl. Yeet. Oh, that did very little damage. I don't really use this character. I think that was the idea that became Snorlax later on. These characters don't have good equipment. I'm just using them for story reasons right now. Alright, let me see if I could... Oh, no, I don't think it's possible to get there from here. I think I'm going to have to go back and use the hatch that's in the kitchen. Not quite Pecco? No. Not quite Pecco. I love how Nina in that game is like, let's call him Pecoros. Because he looks like an onion. You just have to kind of know that Pecoros means onion. Alright, this is where we want to be. Oh, no. Ah, fuck. I already screwed it up. Well, actually, wait, hold on. Can I just go around like this? Shoot it about a boo bo boo 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 boo. I think this works. No, I don't think. No. No, I screwed it up. I gotta do it again. Just walking. I'm walking here. Ugh. I'm fucking walking here. Let's try that again. That was my bad. I totally screwed that up. Not. Wait. What am I doing? The hatch is literally right there. Although, isn't there a better hatch in the kitchen? Yeah. I think this one will serve me better. Okay, this works better, yeah. I'm gonna have to fight this guy, so... Yeah, since I have these characters, I might as well see if I could show off their techs more. Good job. Mix and match. This was just status, but we haven't seen it, so... Ow. That hurt. So let's see. It didn't even give him status. So whack. Let's do Vegemite. Get it? Vegemite. Where do I go? He does the Superman thing. So silly. Alright, let's put an end to this farce. Why, they're just spamming this. I'll do Luminaire. I did say we'd bring Lucha back here. Wait, you've got status. What do you have? Oh, he's... Okay, some of them are fatigued. These guys take a lot of turns. Dude, how are you... Are you kidding me? Congratulations, 1 whole hit point. 1 full American hit point. Oh my god. I would have ran past this if I could have, but... How y'all survived Luminaire? Congrats. I guess I'll do Veggie Chopper. Judo Chop! They're delaying the Batman Part 2. I'm fine with that. The first one that they did was delayed quite a bit, and it turned out really good. So if they're just, you know, for whatever reason delaying it, I know the first one was, a lot of it was COVID, but I feel like it's gonna be really good, you know. Writing issues, yeah. Yeah, they got to make sure they're going to get it right. I mean, that first Batman, the Batman, was really good, and they have to make sure that they follow up on it properly. They can't just half-ass it. They got to use their full ass. The entire ass. Here we are. Okay. Wonderful. This must be a new type of amoeba. What life force. I must incubate it right away. When you get the test amoeba. Ba 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 ba. Alright. I'm going to need to get to a save point because I'm going to need to swap her out for Neofio. But let me go ahead and equip that. Oh, I'm sorry, allocate. Oh, it's right there. Love how amoeba is spelled right when you get it and then spelled wrong when you equip it. Oh wait, this is the long way. Let's not. Exactly. A good film is worth waiting for. I mean, you know, like I said, the first one was delayed for quite a while because of COVID, you know. No, as far as I'm concerned, they haven't announced anything like that. You know, but I'm thinking that based on the events in the Penguin, the most likely course of action would be to do something with the Court of Owls. He looks completely different in every picture. Because the Penguins seem to kind of go in that direction. Open! Alright, I'm pretty sure if I go up here, this is a save point, and I need to go up in this direction anyway. Because I'll need Neofio. Oh, man. Alright, I'll keep going. I'm pretty sure somewhere around here there's a save point. Odds of the Riddler? Did you see the previous movie? Because that's who the villain was in the previous movie. Like, it was all about the Riddler. Here we are. Alright. Let's swap you out for you. You totally forgot, like, the entire plot of the movie, I guess. I'm just joshing you, but, like, damn. Hey, Neofio, canst I go within here for a moment? Sure, go for it. Ooh, this feeleth great. Ooh, ah. Incredibly, turnip mastered veg out. Alright. Okay, let's give him that. Yeah, what's his name? Paul Dano played the Riddler. Yeah, well, the Penguin was played by, oh, what's his face? I can't think of his name, that Irish fellow. He was so good in that role. And, you know, the TV show. The TV show is amazing. The limited series they did, The Penguin. I'm not finished with it yet, but, it's like Sopranos quality, you know? Colin Farrell. I knew it was Colin something. Beats with Tim Burton. Well, see, the thing is, Tim Burton, great filmmaker, right? But he never read a Batman comic in his life. So, you know. It was, like, quite obvious. I mean, he did weird things with every villain. I mean, he turned the Joker into this, the guy who killed Batman's parents for some reason. He turned Catwoman into something like this mousy secretary that was resurrected by cats. The Penguin became that. You know, it's just, he did some weird choices, you know? Alright, so I'll put Kid in, and I'm going to need Starkey for this next part. Let me actually give Starkey some good equipment, though. Okay, hold on. I should at least be able to give him stone mail, and, I don't think he needs anything there, but he needs elements for sure. I want to know if I should make him a rainbow gun. The first movie Reeves directed was a rom-com with David Schwimmer and Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh my god, what was it, I'm just gonna fill the blanks. What was it called? Where did I leave my boat? I think up here? Yeah. Yeah, no, it was cool to see Danny DeVito as the Penguin, but the pallbearer, that doesn't even sound like it would be a romantic comedy. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to go down to El Nido Triangle. Oh, let me make sure that, actually, you should make sure he has lots of red elements, because the boss we're going to fight in here can only be hurt by red. Talk to these guys real quick. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Mogul. I've discovered a mysterious object down below, but there's a nasty monster guarding it. No matter how many times I hack away at it, it doesn't seem to have any effect. I've tried some elements too. There's some that work and some that don't. Only the red elements work. Which is why it's good to have Kid with you for this. That's why I don't think Starkey really needs a good weapon here, because attacks aren't going to do much. We got puffies and a jelly blubber. Yeah, I've never heard of that movie. Like, I'm not against watching a romantic comedy, but it's not exactly my favorite type of movie, you know? Needlework the way, never you betray life or death becoming nearer. I'm gonna do Red Pen just because we haven't seen it yet. Yeet! Oh, okay. When Harry Met Sally's a classic. I'll love what she's having. Never seen Roman Holiday. Bammo. Let's see. Do this. Lamo. Yeah, a lot of them just aren't funny. That's true. I forget which way is the right way. It's like I lucked out because this is the right way. Let me just see if the other path has anything that's a treasure. I'll have to get that on the way out. Or actually, I get it now because I think a cutscene might take me out of here. Manta Ray and Sidestep. Alright. Inferno. Look within, unleash the fire. Damn, Kid just pouring out the damage right now. Here we go. Yada yeet! Yo, it took that? Hey, he didn't have much left. Damn. Damn, it be like that. Yeah, I'm going this way now. Sidestep, Alright, Kid, finish this bitch. Yeah, I did 57 damage and that was enough. That is a rainbow shell. Alright, let's fight this boss. I said, attacks don't actually do anything, and the only elements that'll hurt it are red elements, which is why not only did I bring Kid, but I made sure Starkey is loaded up with lots of red elements. The Royal Jelly. Thankfully, this thing doesn't have like a whole lot of health. Chrono crossing shenanigans. What up, Silent Knight? How's it going? We have crossed the Chrono. Blammo. Okay. Oh, this is really gonna hurt. You're really not gonna like this. Oh no, my body! You doing just good? How about you? I'm doing alright. I got a bit of a headache, but other than that, we're doing good. Always great to be playing Chrono Cross. Alright, Starkey, do your thing. I didn't bother to give him a good weapon because he's not going to do damage anyway. Blammo! I have a full red field for Kid to just completely annihilate this. Maybe I should swap to Kid. And do like red pin. Alright, here we go. Alright, catch these daggers. Yeet! Nice, okay. Oh, no, 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 use Inferno. It's getting hot in here. He's weakened. No, Kid.
Starkey, go blast, blast.
Wow, you actually did an element and it's Numble? GG's, my good man. Dead. Alright, we're gonna have to come back here to bring Starkey here to get his tech, but the cutscene's gonna take us out of here, so.
Wow! Starkey's ship in this world not broken. Starkey, I'm happy. Could that be the reason why we are there, Danny? Affirmative. Starkey ship creates a special force field. Starkey thinks that in other worlds, Starkey ship is in pieces, and the parts are buried underground but still working. Yeah, it opened.
Oh my god, and then they found Data's cat?
Yeah.
You know Brent Spiner hated cats.
Everything is in order. The navigation system is operational. Starkey's bed is nice and cozy, too.
Can this take us to Terra Tower? Yeah, he hated cats. Yeah, he's a very good singer. He's put out a few albums and whatnot.
This ship is only big enough to fly Starkey. Then what can we do? Leave it to me.
Imagine if Starkey said, fuck y'all, I'm going home. Y'all planet sucks anyway. And he doesn't, but imagine if he did.
The engine may be a bit rusty, but otherwise perfect. Oh yeah, that...
No, something I did hit the button too soon.
Starkey may be able to scrounge up more stuff. Starkey will come back later. Easy does it.
He does look like Olimar. And he's also looking for pieces of his ship, go figure.
What's this? It's an anti-gravity device. If you attach this to your boat, it will fly to Terra Tower easily. All we need now is a facility to install it. I remember there was a dock inside of Chronopolis. Alright, let's be on our way to Chronopolis. Can't wait to get you out of my party. I don't like doing your voice, Starkey. Like Olimar mixed with Isaac? Oh my god, you're right. Starkey need this and that. Oh, yeah. How about the fact that he's blatantly named after Ringo from the Beatles? This should be the trick. Oi! All you had to do is load that thing onto the boat, right? What are you talking about? Peace and love, peace and love. Don't send me any more letters. They go straight in the bin. We need to attach a stabilizer to keep the autogyro from spinning out of control. Hey, Matt Damon, how's it going? I don't get it. But just hurry up, okay? Time to get to work. Phew, Starkey, I'm done. What do you mean done? All you did was load it onto the boat. Negative. He's like, talk shit, get hit. Not much further now. But you never expected we'd end up doing anything like this, did you, Serge? Why were we born? Why do we live? That's what we're going to find out with our own eyes. Oh, yeah, you don't really have much of a choice. Ready? Yes! You just got to take this to the last dungeon. We can come back out of it to get Starkey's tech and then remove him from the party. But yeah, let's do it. It's like kind of like the end of Lufia 2 where you kind of get locked in, but then you could also leave. Hey, it's that scene from the intro. Yeah, I'm gonna play this for a while. I'm playing the remaster, which is just a great experience. If you like this on PlayStation, I would highly recommend picking up the remaster. They did a great job with it, I think. Don't know. I could check. Hold on. Oh, give me a second. I'll tell you how much it is. I mean, if you buy it on the Switch, I don't know how much that is, but on it's $8 on Steam. Can't go wrong there, right? All right. I wanted to get Starstruck, so just for completion's sake, you know. Yeah, I know. For $8, you can't go wrong, right? What's crazy is I was supposed to stream a different game, and it wasn't working right. Like I couldn't get the controls to work right, so I was just like, "Fuck it, let's just play Chrono Cross." And I was just like, "What? It's $8?" I just bought it on Steam and just set it up and started playing. Normally $20. Oh, is it on sale right now? Is that what's going on? It just said $8 on the search result. I didn't see if it was on sale. Yeah, it might be on sale. In which case, I would recommend get it now. Here we are. Starkey wonder if Starkey can find anything else. Holy shit. Only junk. Wow, so this is where it was. And there's Starstruck. Okay. Easy does it. Easy peasy.
Alright. Just remove everything else. Well, I'll remove once I get out of here, because I might get into a fight on the way out. Depends on whether I can walk past the side steppers or not. Probably can. Oh, he has to be hanging out right by the stairs? There we go. Whoa! Alright, let's do this final dungeon, huh? Wrong way. Do 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 do. Alright. Alright, Glenneth. And he's all set up with the best weapons and everything, so... Let's save it, though. We're at the last dungeon right now, yeah. We're probably going to finish today. I've been playing this for a few weeks, obviously, for a few Fridays. We got quite a bit of bosses to go through, but yeah. The ochre lands have dried up and withered. And you have to pay attention. If you want the good ending, you have to pay attention to the order of the colors to play the song. Starting with yellow. Is it your will to choose destruction? So, because yellow is first, so we got to fight the Territor here. Oh, Glenn is going to wreck this dude. Hold on, let me start with him. Wave of Fear. Spirits up. I can't let you have the whole field being yellow, dude. Kid, I need you to steal from him. That was rude. Yoink. Yellow brooch. Okay. He's using a fucking potion. He's using another one. You don't see enemies do that too often. Shablam. Omega yellow. Alright. Doing it on the one guy that it's going to hurt the most. Alright, that sucked. Arise, chicken. Chicken, arise. He always just spirits up right after I do a lot of physical damage. Alright, this one. Chicken and beans, chicken and beans. Better get you some chicken and beans. It's over. Sucks to suck. That was the Territor. And I got yellow field. Alright. Let's do this. Terror. Okay. That's fine. Oh, he's frozen, though? That's not fine. I'm going to do this. Oh, it healed one of them. Okay. Alright, we'll see you later, Matt. Plasma beam. Pah, pathetic. Plasma beam. Plasma beam. He's just filling up the field with red right now. I will do... Actually, this... No. Do this. It's getting heavy. There's that word again, heavy. Is there something wrong with the Earth's gravitational pull? Oh. Oh, Glenn's freaking frozen. Like, that's still a thing? He's still frozen? Dead. Got some nostrums there. Okay. That's a nostrum. All right. Let's knock this over. Ow. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay, I guess. Alright, we got him before he sent out any blobs, so... Round one, fight. Oh, he's got blobs already there. Surge! What the fuck, dude? Missing way too much. As long as you don't use Ice Blast on Kid, I'm fine. Do this. I thought it might heal the guy in the middle. Alright. He's fatigued, though. And he's weakened. Blue plasma? What the hell's wrong with you? You should end it. It didn't finish it. Nearly did, I guess. Like, are we fighting this guy? I should have Glenn start. Right, Numble, whatever. Plasma. Because none of them... the middle guy absorbs white, and then the others... one of them absorbs red, and the other absorbs blue, so, like, green and yellow are pretty safe elements, so is black. Oof. Oof again. Oh! Dip. Now you done. Getting plenty of nostrums, that's for sure. Nostrum. Oh, wrong way. All right. Alright, we got Mixama seats. A woot! Remember when people used to say woot? That's a woot. You ever wonder what a woot was? That's a woot right there. Woot! The funny thing is, like, the whole woot slang started as somebody trying to say hoot and misspelling it. So it's just kind of funny that there's an owl called a woot. Well, an owl-ish creature, I should say. Taupe. Yeah, it was a total taupe. Somebody was trying to go hoot, and they say woot. I'm missing a lot here. Oh, allies? Okay. Woot. I'm gonna give Glenn some kind of status. A 69 to woot. Wait, what is his oh, darkness? He's not gonna be able to hit shit. I'm actually doing alright. Do this. Yeah, whatever. He just shrugs it off like it ain't shit. Because it ain't. Finally. Alright, do Luminaire. And that just leaves this asshole. Good night, sleep tight, you white. Do, 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 do. Alright, I got some charms that I could use to make more rainbow armor if I need. Shh. shoot. Okay. I think I'm going to have to fight this guy. Well, maybe not. I want to get that treasure chest. Come on. I almost called him Chrono. Like, come on, Serge. Oh, that wasn't it. Fuck. That's okay, I guess. Just gonna have to go down here eventually. Surge. Surge. You finally made it this far, Surge. What was that?
Are you human?
When I was still human, I was locked up here, and I have been here ever since. This tower is a fortress belonging to the ancient Reptites, a symbol of revenge brought against mankind by the dragons. With the defeat of fate, the seal has been broken and this tower has surfaced. In the eyes of the dragons, we humans are the foes. A brain that has developed to 3 times its original size in the span of 3 million years. We humans have evolved at an enormous rate because of our contact with Lavos' flame. In a sense, mankind is Lavos' offspring. We humans are extraneous to this planet. Now, will you fight Surge? Is this the red one? Not yet. Okay. Let's go up here. We're gonna have to fight that red guy soon. Here we are. Okay. Don't really want to mess with you. Nope. I was trying to avoid him, but it's whoop time. Oh, there's no whoop, just the myoxametes or whatever they're called. Myoxocytes. Mixamicetes. Oh, by the way, Alice, I heard back from Owen because I had sent him the Zarika project, and he says he's not really set up for 5.1, but he's going to listen to it when he can. I told him, man, it sounds good in stereo too, though, to be honest with you. Have you listened to it? I know you've been busy and you probably haven't, but I figured I'd ask because I know you know, had the fire and everything. I would imagine you probably haven't had the chance. There we go. Okay. Alright, up in her. Up in her. The Pack of Lies. Okay. That's if you're using Lucha or Snef, I guess. You notice that all the characters who throw objects are black aligned. Lucha, Snef, and Harl. It's crazy, right? Alright. Whoa, whoa. Go over here and get this one. Whoa! Alright, I think I have to just do that better. Oh, now how am I going to get back there? Okay, here we go. Fungal. Just gotta. No. There we go. All right. Defender Plus. I was actually thinking I might give that to her. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, even if the computer itself is very damaged, there's a chance you can get the hard drive or the SSD out, you know. Actually, that's pretty good. Let's put that on her. Come on. Or you just re-download it when you replace it, you know. That just sucks so bad. Alright. This is where we need to be. That is a rainbow shell. No! I didn't want to fight you. I don't want to fight more enemies until after we get through the next boss. Let me see if I can just get out of this. I mean, I know I could run away, just see if I can actually get away from it. Oh. Stop chasing me. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's... Well, hey. They might smell bad, but do they work? I know Nintendo products are hard to kill. And I don't know if the Steam Deck is also hard to kill, but... Leave me alone. Oh my god. I was trying to go up the thing. And... Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, so that's, you know... That's two things. I'm just trying to look on the bright side, which is gotta be tough, but... Of all times at Christmas, you know? Oh, leave me alone, you bastard. Not you. You're like, I know. I know. I be knowing. Ah, shittle. These guys really chase you down, huh? What was the name from the fake Star Wars character? Was it Glup Shido? Alright, leave me alone. Oh, God. Well, I almost got past him that time. I think it was Glup Shido. Like, they're making a new Star Wars show at Disney Plus. Finally, Glup Shido will return. It's just amazing that that was the joke, but I somehow cottoned onto it without knowing that that was the joke. Like, it sounds like a Star Wars name, Glup Shido. And Elisa's like, well, actually, Alright. We're back in this room just further up. Yeah. Knock that down. Okay. Knock this little bitch down. Come on, Surge. Put some oomph into it. Alright. Do. I'm hearing bells. Look, it's Celebi. We gotta fight Celebi. Yo, Wayne, what's going on? Fluke Starbucker? Is that a real Star Wars character, or are you just fucking around? Cuboids. Yeah, I don't want to actually fight them. I just want to show that they look like Celebi from a distance. There you go. There you go, right? Now, here's the red guy. Do I want to go up here yet, or... Alright, let me fight the red dude first. No, I'm gonna go here first. I mean, you have no choice but to go to another place now, but it's like... Heal plus, okay. Hardware Wars? Okay. So not on the level of Glup Shido, but... Alright, so first yellow, then red. Many have bled, suffered, and perished. It is your turn to die. Moving your desk would have been a chance. Yeah. Now you just, you know, hope the insurance money comes through with a good amount and get yourself a nice new desk, right? Alright. I'm gonna hit you with the deluge. You locked in. Now you can't leave. Sadness wave. Alright. This is counterintuitive, but I'm gonna steal from him. Yoink. Red brooch. Alright. Wow, a whole month? Wow, that's really great. That's pretty damn great. Damn, okay. So when the rich kid you're fighting in Pokemon starts spamming potions. Damn, alright. I don't want to say everything's coming up Millhouse, but, you know. At least you had a place to go to for now. You know what? I'll do this. Why not? Yeet. Yeah, it was nearly 500. Oh, he's over. He's done. No, my dick. So that's the first 2 notes of... Yeah. It might be better for you to set yourself up on the floor then, you know what I mean? And I got red field. Now I do want to fight the enemies, because we'll get stat growth. Okay, so yellow, red. That's the first 2 notes of the song. Alright, cuboids. Can't do that, there's a dog. Oh, it'll start, like, slobbering all over you and shit? I don't think it matters. Speaking of which, there goes Gunny. He's like, dog mentioned! Why, slash all? These guys really don't have a lot of defense, huh? Because he resisted that. And it did that much damage. Little cockapoo. Aw. You'd be surprised. You might be able to do it. You'd be surprised how quickly dogs acclimate to things like that. Like, yeah, you lay down and the first thing he's going to do is come over and lick your face and everything, but... You know, once the excitement wears off. I'm just thinking about your back. Or at least get, like, an air mattress or something. You know what I mean? Because the thing about a couch is it's uneven. Alright, here we go. No, I want to fight you. I want to start avoiding enemies till we've maxed our stat growth. Damn that crit. Damn the ass. Glup shitto. Cockapoo, do 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 do. Let's get whatever that is. That's a rainbow shell. The shell of a... Come here. Shell of a rainbow. A reading rainbow. Butterfly in the sky. Motherfucker. Oh, I could go twice. Oh, man. You know what? I'm going to do this. 'Cause I'm free. Free falling. Splat. Oh, yeah. He's like, don't think I won't touch you. How does Surge take any damage from that? Or the other two have like sky-high magic defense right now. That's probably why they didn't take damage. Come on. Go down. There we go. Moogle just ah. No idea what you're going to, but ah. Splat. 0. I'm too strong. I did all the side quests. $12. Do you not have meteor shower? Just do this then. You have meteor shower. That's wild. Is it Celebi? Because when you see them on the world map, they look like Celebi. Good job, dude. Yeet! Yeet! Good night. It's like an alternate universe where Celebi's shiny was yellow instead of pink. Another timeline, if you will. Yeah, and the overall, I was like, look, it's Celebi! You're gonna purify your shadow Pokemons. You never used Celebi? Probably because it's mythical and you didn't have one. That's probably why. In Celebi, oh no! Oh no, that's fantastic. What type would in Celebi be? It wouldn't be grass and psychic, right? Purify. Oh yeah, randomize you come across. Celebi has really good stats. The only thing is the very strong weakness to bug type, but you know, that's just, it comes with territory though. But Celebi is strong. It's stronger than Mew in terms of stats, although it doesn't have as deep of a move pool. Makes a pretty good healer too. At stat max, alright. Spectral Glove. I mean, if I was using like Poshel or somebody, but I could disassemble that. I haven't seen a save point yet, though. So. Alright. No, leave me alone. We're no longer fighting enemies until we get to another boss. Shoot. I missed that chest. I want to know what type in Celebi would be. Probably dark type, right? It'd be like dark and fighting. But with a really poor ability. So, you know, like Scraggy but worse. Rainbow Shell. Whenever I see Scraggy, I think of the monster kid from Undertale.
Could this be
Oh my god, dark fighting with an ability that hurts the rest of your team. God.
Viper Manor? What's going on?
There's Luca. Can't talk to her, unfortunately, so there's Chrono. And Marl's over on this side. Let me guess. ... Unwashed. Minus 50 hit points to the rest of your mons. Oh my god. Actually, it wouldn't be minus 50 hit points. It would put up an effect that's like the opposite of light screen. You know what I mean? It'd be like an opposite of light screen. Black hole. White astronaut seeking black hole. Actually, I think I want to... Well... Oh, yeah, because it's level 6. You might think, how do I continue from here? You don't. Look, Balthasar's here now, see? Welcome! It's good to see you finally made it here. I've been expecting you, Serge. We're gonna fight the green guy real soon.
Where are we? Is this Viper Manor?
This is a space that does not exist, but never mind that. More importantly, I have something I must explain to you. My name is Balthasar. In the ancient magical kingdom of Zeal, I was known as a Sage of Reason. Well, that was up until the Queen of Zeal attempted to harness the power of Lavos. Let's just say things got out of control, and Lavos created a dimensional vortex that threw me far into the future. There I seized the opportunity to study the science of the future. I was then able to apply that to the knowledge I brought from my own era, including magic, which had been long since lost in the future. Anyway, this led me to make huge progress in the research of time. Well, that research has led to the creation of Chronopolis and to the time crash. You might think I really blew it, but perhaps it was really my finest hour. Anyway, I created a compact time machine that I now dubbed the Neo-Epoch. I used it to time warp to this age to learn of Chronopolis and Fate's plans, and to see how things were turning out. Terra Tower is really a city from the Reptites from another dimension's future. It was originally Dinopolis, the castle of Azala's descendants who achieved a much more intimate evolution with our planet. Dinopolis was drawn into this dimension's past about 10,000 years ago. This was done so that it would serve as a counterbalance against Chronopolis, which Lavos pulled here. He blew it. Needless to say, a fierce battle ensued. In the end, Chronopolis emerged as the victor, and the Reptites' fortress was sealed away by fate. But more important now is the role the dragons play in all of this. Originally, the whole archipelago of El Nido was known as the Sea of Eden. This was because it was where the dragon gods resided. But then fate sealed away the dragon gods' powers, in effect becoming a god itself. Thus the islands, where the new godhead, fate, existed to come to hold the Sea of Eden instead. Perhaps you didn't realize it, but you were used by the dragon gods to eliminate fate. It was not true that the dragon gods sealed away the frozen flame. Rather, it is quite the opposite. It was fate that used the power of the flame to seal away the dragon gods. In reality, the dragon gods are in opposition to man, while fate was actually the protector of humanity. The dragon gods were originally a singular plasma life form, a living accumulation of the planet's energy. That life form was a biological machine used to control the powers of nature and the future society of the Reptites. In order to control the natural energy itself, fate divided the one dragon god entity,
up into 6 weaker plasma life forms. It then scouted them across the land and sealed them away. Their dragon-like appearances are just pseudo-guises, temporary forms they can take so that they can appear in this dimension. But all that was changed when when the Fire Nation attacked, but all that changed when fate was vanquished, and its power hold was eliminated. At that moment, the 7 dragons, who had been rendered almost powerless and forgotten, traveled across the dimensions to recombine into a single entity. 7 dragons? I thought there were only 6. There were 6 dragons you knew of, and one more hidden dragon you didn't. Like the second moon that was once lost but later was found. Although the same planet, my world didn't have 2 moons. Look up at night sky and you will see 7 celestial bodies, 5 stars and 2 moons. 5 brother stars that corresponded to the 5 colored dragons, ruling like gods over the night skies. 1 moon that corresponds to the white sky dragon, and another, darker, daughter moon to counterbalance them. The fire dragon, the water dragon, the green dragon, the earth dragon, the black dragon, the sky dragon, and 1 more. The final dragon, the dark moon dragon. The one who was to work to free the others from their bondage to the fate computer. The child the others created, on the night the electric storm that temporarily caused fate to loosen its hold on them. I believe you knew her as Harl. The dragon gods were the essence of nature on this planet. Perhaps we can consider what is happening as our planet's vengeance on us, to finally sweep away the unwanted humans from the face of this blue planet. First it was fate, now it's the planet. Or vice versa. But either way you look at it, now's the time to set things right. The future of mankind, the destiny of this planet, everything depends on the next battle you will fight. But unfortunately, the time has come for us to part. Hey mister, is that the Chrono Cross you guys have there? The Chrono Cross, the melody and harmony. It has the power to cross space and time and unify people's thoughts and feelings. It has the power to transfer memories. By using it as an element, it has the power to draw on the sounds of the 6 colored elements to produce a healing harmony. It has the power to combine the sounds of the world into one melody. I'm sure we will meet again soon, in one time period or another. Be careful now, and good luck. I'll just head back. And now we can go this way. Ba, ba, ba. Let's play the song again. Ba, 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 ba. Another hint as to the order. But we're going to fight the green one now. Return our trees. Give back our green forests. Time to fight the Lorax! Infoscope. Why would you need that? Oh, he's just filling up the field. Yoink. There's the green brooch. Bushwhacker. Bush basher. Bush. He speaks to the trees, and the trees say, "Your mom." Nice. Nice. He spanks the trees. I don't actually have anything I could use. Do this. 'Cause I'm free. Free falling.
Oh, Kid has status? I think she's poisoned. No, she's afraid. That's worse. Okay. Heal plus? Alright, that's fine. Why are you healing already? Alright. Electro Bolt. Omega Green. Well, there's nobody that this'll kill. He speaks. Yeah, that's what I said. He's the Lorax. But the tree's all like your mom. I do have something super effective. I have Earthquake. Earthquake test. I'm the Queen of France. Not bad. All that kick just to miss. It's amazing. Burn, burn, burn it down. Burn Hot Topic to the ground. I didn't like that very much. Alright. Is he done? He's done. Okay. Alright, the black one is pretty quickly after this one. Meow, 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 meow. And I get Greenfield. Okay. Oh, wait, I gotta use this, right? Hey, a save point. Oh, right. And then the super boss. Now, there's no super bosses in this, unfortunately.
Sage, up there.
Although I just realized I never did the Sphinx. Oh, well.
That must be the summit.
Look, those two beams coming from either side. I wonder if they act as some kind of sealing device. I just realized I never did the Sphinx. The Sphinx is the closest thing to a super boss in this. Where is that glove? There it is. No. I would need another leaf in the sand, but that's pretty good. Okay. Oh, 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 oh. Can I do another leaf in sand? Let's see. I did have a few brooches. Oh, wrong thing. Well, this is sand. Shouldn't I have a leaf one from the green brooch? Did I not get the green brooch? Shit, I didn't get it, did I? Oh well. No, I stole from him. I know I did. Let me look at that again. I don't see any brooches right now. Whatever. Alright. No, come here. I want to fight you. Do do do. Ba ba ba. This is fine. Oh, you sent me dog pictures? I'm glad that Erpoo is in there. I'm so glad you said Erpoo. Sent you pictures in me cook. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, he's a cutie. He seems pretty chill, too. Adorable little pupper doge. He's chill now, but he's a jumper. Most dogs are when they're around new people. You know, like my sister's dog, Surf. As soon as you come in the house, he's gonna jump all over you. You know. But then once he calms down, you know, it's not so bad. But. Alright, I really don't need the stats at this point, to be honest. I really don't. Nicholas. Can you hear me? Hello, Nicholas. I did that once to Tanya. I started, like, talking to her dog through Skype, and he started freaking out because he didn't know where the voice was coming from. It was pretty funny. He started running around barking and shit. God, this looks like something out of East. Alright, here's the black guy. Right, the only one he can hurt is Surge, but I'm not worried about it. God, that damage, though. Oh, God, really? Already? Are you using it on Glenn? You're using... He's using it on Glenn. Good thing I buffed his magic defense. Yeah, he took it pretty badly, but he took it like a champ. Here we go.
Oh, I didn't like that.
Kid, what the fuck? Yoink. Alright, black brooch. Ugh. Do this. Oh God, he walking on me. There goes, there goes. Kid, you have a revive, right? Oh my God, kid, what the fuck? Why is she missing like that? It does look like a Final Fantasy spell. Just defend. There we go. Finally. That went poorly. Arise, chicken. If this works, I'm going to be aggravated. Because this is instant kill if it works. Man, she got spaghettified. Nope, she's fine. You're doing it again? Oi, I'm linguini now! Damn. Fungal. Glenn, you have the other revive, right? This guy's proving to be irritating. He's nearly dead. If I could just hit him with, like, flying arrow, he dies. Alright, there we go. Oh, never mind. He's dead now. I was like so close, and he's like spamming insta death. There, we got it.
Do-do, do-do-do-do. Black hole. Hole. Alright, now we'll go fight the white guy. Sounds so weird, right?
Peggy, Lady Bird is biting a white guy. A white guy.
You remember that episode? Hank had it in his head that his dog was racist. Then he found out she just didn't like repairmen. How am I doing on health? I'm full, okay. It's weird how this one has wind that pushes you.
Lady Bird's biting a white guy.
Shit! This guy's not as dangerous to my party, so... Luxator. Nope. Not bothered. So what? Enough already. You're embarrassing yourself. Cause I'm free. Free falling. Kid, what the fuck? Why? Your hit rate isn't even that bad. Why? Alright. Defend. There's no reason for her to miss like she is. Why are you using Magnify? That's a double-edged sword. Oh, and then Omega White. On the one guy that resists it, but also the one guy that's low health right now. I should be fine. Nah, I wasn't fine. Because of Magnify. Alright. Good. Round 2. Damn, that's healed 800? What the fuck? Alright, hot shot. Let's go. And I got Luca's Legacy for doing this. First time using it. Alright, that health matters. Cause I'm free. Free falling. Free falling. I should heal. Defend. Okay. I'm fine with this. Defend. Defend. Photon. Why are you using Photon Ray? Level 1 ass haven't. Oh, you're just filling up the field.
I'm just gonna do this. Harm the photon ray. Start the reactor. Now you can't leave. He should be just about done. He's done. Alright guys, I need to take a bathroom break. So I will be right back. Will not be gone long. We'll make a run at finishing this, but yeah, I do gotta go to the bathroom, unfortunately. It's a thing that happens sometimes. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm back. All right, there we go. Ooh. Oh, I got Ultra Nova. Hold on, I want to allocate that right away. I can actually use Ultra Nova. Just I have Holy Healing as well. I should put that here. Okay. Let me actually take this opportunity to fill out some of the blanks. So you want to make sure that, like, kind of everybody has, like, every color. You know what I mean? Oh. Well. Okay, so we're gonna have to work on playing the song. Okay. Yeah, just kind of putting whatever. You know... Oh, shit. Fill blanks. Fill blanks. But for him, I noticed he didn't have any yellow at all. Which is problematic. Let me just find a spot where I can put some yellow, you know? No, it's better than nothing. Alright. So we're gonna... Hold on, let me move the chat. Oh. We're gonna fight the blue guy next. And then we're gonna fight the fused dragon. In the original version of the game, the fused dragon was incorrectly called Time Devourer, which is supposed to be the name that Lavos has at the end, not the dragon. So it looked like... Oh, fuck. It looked like you were fighting the same guy, like it was two different forms, or that the Time Devourer was the fused dragon, but as Balthasar explained, they're in opposition of each other. So the fused dragon is not the same thing, even though for some reason it has the same name in the... I wonder if they fixed it in this remaster. It should say fused dragon, but for some reason it was mistakenly called Time Devourer. I'm just gonna hit the autosave real quick. We do gotta fight the blue guy before that, though. Disrespecting the origins of life. Mother Sea suffers. You must pay the price. Alright, Aquaman, chill. Aquator. The only one that could really be hurt by him is Kid, so... Gagora. And Numble. Nice, okay. Vigaro, 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 Vigaro. Dude, why do all these guys have a hard-on for Glenn? Like, calm your tits, dude. There we go. Let's steal from him, though. Time to eat that booty like groceries? Sometimes you gotta eat the booty like groceries. It's the sea charm. Omega Blue? Please don't hit Kid. Oh. Dude, what a hard-on for fucking Glenn. Are you kidding me? I knew it'd be Cure-All. Alright. Inferno. Why does everything need a tabletop RPG these days? I don't know. I guess it's just because tabletop RPGs are becoming more mainstream and more popular. But it does seem like sometimes it's like, well, that's a strange... Jesus Christ, Surge. That's a strange choice, you know? Oh my god, and she's weak to that? That did nothing. Literally nothing. Baldur's Gate 3. It was happening even before that, but I'm sure that contributed in a major way. Alright, I could finish him off. Oh, shit. That's going to weaken what I'm doing. Well, it's not going to weaken it by a lot. Yeah, I saw the ad for the Phantasy Star one, too. It even had a picture of Alice from Phantasy Star 1 on it. Alright, hot shot. Kick.
Oh, my dick.
Did that finish him? It did not. That finished him. It hasn't been that long. It's just that it's not classic Phantasy Star anymore. I mean, Phantasy Star Online 2 is not that old. Yellow. Red. Green. Blue. Black. White. It just straight up shows you the order there. Like, if you didn't know the order before, it just played the song for you. Here we go. Also, the order of this guy's phases is the song as well. 69. That must come with a lot of shit, though, right? A Phantasy Star tabletop RPG could be cool, I guess. Says the guy who's never played a tabletop RPG in his life, but... Help. Stop it. Kill me. Welcome. Welcome, humans. Those who know the torment and joy of creation also know the pleasure and pain of destruction. Therefore, all that pass through here must be prepared to share the burden that I carry. Oh, am I healed? I am healed. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. There it is, the frozen flame. That's what it's been about this whole time. So this is the true frozen flame. It's truth. Hold on, don't touch it. Is everyone okay? Screw you. Us humans ain't gonna let you have your way any longer. Come on, show your bloody self. Here we go. In order to survive all living things in this world, fight desperately and devour those they defeat. One must kill another living things in order to survive. Must one destroy another world in order to allow one's own world to continue? The wounded in turn wound and torment those weaker than themselves. There are only the killers and the killed, the sinners who are judged, and the victims that do the judging. What meaning is there to such a world? Whether there's meaning to our lives or not, we still go on living, you know? You've got no right to deny that. I shall cleanse this blue planet of you filthy humans once and for all. I love this song. Here we go. It still says time to... It should say Fuse Dragon. This is not as hard as you would think it is. Even though he's kind of the hardest boss other than Miguel and Dario. I want to take it slow because he's got a lot of phases. That's some boss music right there, huh? He used tail whip. Oh, Blizzam! Yo, what up, Sarah? Yeah, we're pretty much at the end of the game. Have you ever seen the end of this, Sarah? Oh. You missing too much. Gravity blow. Yeah, this song is just... $69 for a good time. Call Fuse Dragon at 555-6969. All right. Oh, so it's been a quarter of a century. I'm mostly relying on physical attacks to do damage here. Dragon does nuts. Hey, Alice, you know, if you want to continue Saturday movies, I could stream them for you. You know, you just give me the details for whatever services, you know? Alright, Graviton. Getting ready for twerk. And here we are at the end of the game. Isn't that perfect? God damn it. This won't work, but I just want to keep the field black. Imagine if it did work, though. That'd be amazing. Just end the battle right there. He hasn't really done damage to me. My stats are too strong. Ooh, the crit. That's the end of phase 1. Alright. Alright. That's perfect. Glenn? Do it. That couldn't have been more perfect. Uplift. That's fine. Not today. 0.0. Fireball? Why are you using a red spell in your yellow phase? Bushwhacker. 0.0. Shite. Okay. Do this. Alright, Glenn. Is he done? Yep, okay. Alright, red phase. Shite. Now you can't leave. That's fine. Magma Bomb's pretty weak. Arrow Saucer? Okay. If this guy actually had good attacks, it would be challenging. Nice lance. Which sounds like a Pokemon attack. A lot of them do, but which one were you talking about? Alright. I have X-Strike ready to go, but I don't want to use it. Ice Lance. Magma Bomb? Yeah. Understandable. Understandable. Like I said, yeah, once you're at the motel, if you want to resume it, I'll stream it, the stuff for you. If it's on a certain platform that I don't have, you can just give me the details, and I'll keep it going for you. Oh, he's in the green phase. I missed that. I was looking at the chat. Oh, alright. Electro Bolt. Earthquake. I mean, we were going to do those on Sundays at some point anyway. Well, the King of the Hill anyway. But, yeah, to keep the Saturday movie going, I would be willing to step in for you. Alright, that kind of hurt. I think I'd take this opportunity to heal. Unfortunately, this helps him with the field, but that's okay. Jesus Christ, Surge, what the fuck? Alright. Omni Dragon shenanigans. Yeah, they could have translated it as Omni Dragon, Fuse Dragon. It's literally Fuse Dragon in Japanese. Somehow they just put a different boss's name on it. Oh look, Vigigames. What up, Greg? It's like, and one for you. Brah. Alright, moving on. Should be the black phase next. Or blue, actually. Blue, then black. Yeah, blue. Alright, she's in a good position to do a shit ton of damage right now. Hot shot. It's like a demonic pufferfish? Yeah, kinda. There we go. Kick. Say hello to my little friend. Oh, my fucking eye. Whoop whoop! Alright, we'll see you later, Sarah. Alright, he's in blue phase, right? Okay. For now. It didn't even say what he's doing. That was his tech. It doesn't have a name. Alright. Yeah. This. Didn't really want to bring myself down to level 0 for this, but it'll work. Alright. Black should be next. that. Glad you didn't do the surge, that's all that matters. He's actually using strong moves now. Oh, that damage though. Final phase. I didn't even get to use attack. I was gonna use Luminaire. Alright, the white phase. Which is how we started, but it's really the last phase. That's why I wasn't using the stronger black ones earlier, because I was saving it for the end. Black is such a shitty element, though, because half of them are instant kill attacks that don't work on bosses. He's using the tech. Do I heal or I just go for the damage here? I think I heal. Surge is low health. Okay, thing is, I don't really have anything to use here. I could set up Kid to use her daggers. He isn't weak to this, but I've set it up perfectly. That wasn't bad. Alright. I gotta defend now, though. Alright, Ultra Nova I'm not too worried about. Everybody's at full health. Take Liu Kang's fatality in the new Mortal Kombat. I'm glad I healed when I did, though. It's over. Bitched. Now I shall truly awaken again. Something else he said. That thing, the Dragon God, it is only a quasi-existence. Yeah, Fire and Lightning God Liu Kang, exactly. When he does the black hole Ultra Nova thing. That's so cool. A temporary form that the real Dragon God uses in order to appear in this dimension. The actual Dragon God was consumed long ago, swallowed by that being on the other side of the dimensional darkness. The frozen flame is a splinter from the extraterrestrial being Lavos. The one who connected with the frozen flame in effect links with Lavos itself. As the mediator between Lavos and living things, that one will gain extraordinary powers by binding with the new seed of destruction, the Devourer of Time. What in blazes is a Devourer of Time? Now go to the place where time became divided and weave the threads of time together again, Chrono Trigger. The Devourer of Time is a new life form, born from the fusion of a life form from this planet with Lavos, who nests on the far side of the dimensional void. In the far-off future, when the fusion becomes complete, it will awaken. Then the Devourer of Time will begin to consume all space-time continua. Despair and hatred, to return all things to nothingness, that is what it desires. Here, take this with you. You get the time egg. Balthus. Oh. The time egg will enable you to travel beyond space-time. The world is in your hands. Go. Release the life that is imprisoned. Or get the bad ending. Well, we're not going to do that. If I botch it, I'll run away and try again. The assassin of time, the Chrono Trigger.
Crikey, what in bloody hell's happening? This place is crumbling to pieces.
That's better. Well, it was never up to code anyway. This is what it feels like to chew 5 gum. Impression of the future, yeah. Hey, it's the Bionis. The head kind of looks a little bit like the Bionis' head. Not completely. The spike is coming out of the wrong place, though.
So that's Terra Tower's final true form. In the end, we're all the same. Everyone dreams of being greater, more powerful.
We've come this far. All that remains is to defeat the Devourer of Time. Once we wipe the Devourer of Time off the face of this planet, it is all over. Hopefully everything will go back to normal again.
You're wrong. Things will never go back to the way they were. Destiny, fate is dead. From now on, us humans have to choose our own way in life. We also have to take responsibility for the choices we make. And something's got to be done about the way we go around hurting and killing one another. We've got to settle our differences once and for all. Listen, what's really important is what we do now. The issue ain't going to be whether to defeat that bastard or not. I'm afraid that, depending on how we go about it, we could lose out on gaining something really precious. So the issue is the way we fight.
So where on earth is the real Devourer of Time?
My guess is the key to finding it lies at that beach. That's where this whole thing started. It's also probably where this whole thing will end.
Alright. Not that this is difficult to do, but you just have to know the order, that's all, and just hope he doesn't fuck it up for you. Oh, before I do that, because the time egg should be sitting in here too. There it is. A legendary item that is a complete enigma. It is believed to break the bonds of time. Oh, first the amulet. Gotta be in the other world. Yeah, we've seen it. There we go. Let's talk to Luca. So you finally made it, Serge. When did this sorry tale all begin? Was it 10 years ago when you almost drowned here? Or was it 14 years ago when you were wounded by the panther demon that attacked you? That resulted in you being carried to Chronopolis, where you came into contact with fate in the frozen plain. Or perhaps it was 2,400 years in the future, when the time crash hurled Chronopolis back to prehistoric times. Or it could have been 12,000 BC, when an ancient magical kingdom met its end after trying to use Lavos. Each is close to being correct, and yet at the same time so far from the right answer. The true beginning was during the destruction of the ancient kingdom of Zeal. As the palace collapsed around her, it's Sarah, but they fucking translated it wrong in both games, so yeah. It's Mr. Trigger himself. Yeah. Princess Sarah was sucked into a dimensional vortex along with the Lavos Mammon machine. Sarah and Lavos became unified into one even more powerful entity that would evolve into the Devourer of Time. Filled with the hatred and sadness of Lavos, half of Sarah's mind became set on destroying all of existence. Yet at the same time, the other half of her mind desired to save the universe and to be rescued herself. As Sarah fell through the time gate into this condition, she heard your crying echoing through time. That is when her story and yours began to intertwine. It is also when the past and the future began to intersect, and when the world became divided into two. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Glenn, that's why I use him. Led by the first time I ever played this, though, I didn't recruit him because I didn't know like what the choices were and everything, so I had Rasley in the party at the end. And then Rasley kept dying, so I had to switch her to Marcy. So that was like, originally it was like Kid and Marcy with me, like the first time I ever played this, at the end of it. Led by the pitiful crying the young Surge made as the Panther Demon's poison took hold of him. Yes, Surge, the sound of your crying touched the heart of Princess Sarah. Before the destructive mindset could become dominant, she cloned herself and sent her copy into this dimension. Sarah left her baby daughter clone with her ancient magical pendant. So, like, if you've played Chrono Trigger, like the newer versions, like PlayStation and forward, not the original version, you see that scene with, like, Luca at the end finding Kid in a basket. This was to safeguard her daughter clone in life and death situations. The pendant would rewind time a little, sending her daughter clone into a safer point in the immediate past. That's right, Kid is Sarah's daughter clone. You're wrong. Yes, that's right, Kid, if that's how you feel. I think Princess Sarah would have wanted it to be that way, too. And now about Project Kid. The time control project Balthasar planned out. The whole project existed to lead you into this one special point in time. The founding of Chronopolis, the time crash, and the battle between Fate and the Dragon Gods, it was all coordinated so that we'd get your hands on the Chrono Cross and come to this place. Of course, Kid was not to know anything about the whole plan until later. Further in the future, she is meant to travel back 10 years in time from now to save Surge from drowning. Kid was also meant to call Surge into the other world, as he spoke with Lena here on Opasa Beach. You're our last hope, our final chance. Only you, who came in contact with Sarah and Kid, Sarah's clone daughter, can do it. In the darkness that exists on the other side of time, Sarah has been integrated with the Devourer of Time. Please, Surge, release Princess Sarah from the bonds of that monster and her own hatred. Show us, the life forms that exist on this planet, what our new future will be. Sorry for making you sad, Kid. You see, we no longer exist in this timeline. But it's a relief to see that you've grown into such a fine-looking lady. But of course you're beautiful. After all, you're the great Luca's little sister. Well, good luck, Kid. Give it your best shot. Show us the life form... Okay, yeah. That's it. Okay, let's talk tomorrow. A new species is about to be born into this planet. An alien life form even more evolved than the old Lavos. At the darkness beyond time, the weakened Sarah came into the influence of Lavos and the two became one entity. It is now up to you, the one whom the frozen flame has chosen as its arbiter. You alone can decide how the new Lavos, which has encaged Sarah within it, will evolve from here. Your actions will determine whether the future of time is devoured by Lavos, sending the world into everlasting death. Balthasar foresaw this was going to happen in his world in the year 2300, and he was determined to prevent it from happening no matter what it took. The Chrono Cross. It alone can combine the sounds of the planet that the 6 types of elements produce. The melody and harmony that brim within all life forms. Use the Song of Life to heal her enmity and suffering. We entreat you, Surge. Please save Shala. Please... Okay, she's done. And Chrono. Where even angels lose their way. 10 years ago, you died at this very spot. There's no mistake. You drowned. The truth is, this world, in which you're still alive, is the irregularity. This is the false reality. 10 years ago, it was Lynx who tried to kill you at this beach. After Prometheus broke the link between Fate and the Flame, Fate tried to eliminate any obstacle that stood in its way. In the meantime, the 6 dragons had sent Harl forth to try and gain possession of the Flame. Harl made contact with Fate's biological incarnation, Lynx, and tricked him into temporarily joining forces. The elimination of the Prometheus circuit's lock on the frozen flame was everyone's top priority. Lynx and Harl abducted Luca, who alone could release the Prometheus lock that guarded the flame. But the whole attempt only ended in failure, so they waited for you to appear instead. You see, Fate calculated that you would one day cross the dimensions and try to make contact with the flame. I don't know how to break this to you, but Lynx was actually your father, Wazuki. Drawing closer to the flame caused him to become unstable, and the image of you dying in terror changed him completely. Finally, after having his psyche totally eroded, he lost his soul and was easily integrated by Fate. Fate turned Wazuki into a biological interface, modeling him after your worst fear at the time, a panther. Although Wazuki managed to escape from Chronopolis with you, he later completely succumbed to Fate. Humans are such fragile, disjointed, imperfect things, love and hate, life and death. Perhaps even Fate itself dreamed of using the flame to someday reincarnate itself into a new species. It is quite sad, really. It's like when you gaze into the flame gazes back into you. Oh, alright, we're done. Here we go. Here we go, to the darkness of time. The final gate, which leads to the darkness of time. Looks like this is finally it. Come on. It is time to bring this chapter to an end and create a brighter future. Come on, Sage, mate. You won't keep the girl waiting any longer. She's been waiting for you and only you. And for over 10,000 years, I might add. If the world's going to be destroyed, then let it be destroyed. If history's going to be changed, then let it bloody well be changed. I'll show you what radical dreamers really dream about. Alright, so we gotta set this up. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Last time we streamed this, the PlayStation version, I thought I had screwed it up, but then it turned out alright. Always opens with tornado. Alright, we should be good. As long as I could take carnivore, I'm good. Alright, rock and roll. Here we go. Wait, what's Glenn's status? Poison? I don't care about that. You're looking at him. It's a fusion of Lavos and Sarah. Okay, oh, I don't think I need to do that. Alright. Yellow? Red. Green. All right. Blue. I'm using Cure, so I might as well go for who has the lowest health right now, just in case this goes badly. Alright. Black. I might have screwed this up. Let's see. Alright, white. I think I screwed it up. I might get lucky, though. We'll see. This is what happened last time. Nope, I got it. I win. Chrono Cross. We win! That's how you do it if you want the good ending. We need a remaster of Dragon Quest VIII. And I got the Devour Undone for defeating the evolved form of the Time Devourer. You could beat him normally, but you get like a shitty ending. I wonder if there's an achievement for a new ending, or for the shitty ending. This dude's got like a fucking fuck ton of his health, though. But we need like an HD widescreen port of Dragon Quest VIII that has all the extra stuff that the 3DS version had. Since the 3DS version didn't run too well in Citra when I tried it. Which is weird, because I could run fucking Xenoblade Chronicles 3D just fine. No, definitely not like the mobile port. You what? Yeah. 269. You see that, Grandad? It's like 69, but twice.
Wouldn't that be 138, you nincompoop?
You what? I have been waiting an eternity just for this very moment. Meaninglessly hurting one another, the disappearing life forms. Love to hate, hate to love. Why are we born? Why do we die? Evolution? The survival of the fittest? What is there to be achieved from harming one another, killing one another? The eggs that we call planets, and the innumerable spermatozoa, the life forms which gather around them. When one of those countless seeds is joined with a planet, a new universe is born. All this exists for that one moment. All that so the universe can evolve into the next dimension. Spermatozoa. Does that make us all just pawns? Are each of our short lives nothing but a chief sacrifice so that one chosen life form can be born? No. That is not the case. Each and every one of us has a chance of becoming that chosen life form. Yes, it could be you. Each of us tries to do our best with the hand we're dealt. Not hatred. Be it our genes or the environment we live in, each life form, struggling to make the best of the life it's given, forms a link in the golden chain that leads to the creation of a new universe. Every single thing in the whole of nature is perhaps dreaming a dream of life. All of them are also perhaps nothing more than a dream dreamt by a planet before its birth. Oh, but yes, eventually all dreams will return to Zervan, the Sea of Dreams. Surge. Don't go yet, Surge. It's all right. Everything is all right now. Time, which has been divided, will be unified again now. The time for farewells has come. You will lose all memory of this whole adventure and return to your own time. But this time, you will be able to live your own life. Yes, I will continue to follow in my brother's footsteps as a great dragoon. Good luck to you, Surge. I look forward to the next time we meet. Each character has like a different thing they say at the end, but like you have to beat the game with those characters to see it. The Kid doesn't. That's why it was only Glenn, because Kid is part of the ending. We alone do not have the power to heal the world's woes, or to solve all its mysteries. And yet, even then, it was bloody good knowing you, mate. Thanks for being born you, Surge. I guess now's the time to say see you later, mate, but I'll find you. Sometime, somewhere. I'm bloody sure of it. No matter the time, no matter the world we live in, I'll find you. I'm sure I will find you. Spermatozoa. Surge. Surge. Hey, Surge. Chrono, wake the fuck up. Huh? Are you alright? What's the matter? Don't scare me like that. You just passed out all of a sudden. Huh? What? Terra Tower. Fate. What are you talking about? We just got here. You got some Komodo dragon scales for me, don't you remember?
No.
You sound confused. Come on, Serge. Get with the program. Our summer's only just started. It's time for Hot Girl Summer! Thus the curtain closes on another tale, and eternity has passed. Fleeting dreams fade into the distance. All that is left now is me and my memories. If you want to find out about the third part, just play Final Fantasy 13-2. But I'm sure we'll meet again. Someday, you and I. Another place, another time. It's just that we might not realize that you are you and I am me. And we are all together. See how they run like pigs from a gun. See how they fly. You said a flashback to something stupid? Do share. Let us open the door to the great unknown. Come across another reality and live another today. Even when the story has been told, life goes on. Until we meet again, take care of yourself, my friend. Forever yours. Sarah Kid Zeal. How they tease you by cutting her brother's head off at the top of the frame. You're like, Mister, I was cut from this game. Although the character that's supposed to be me is still present. One of these days I should do a run where I finish it with Guile in the party, just to see what he says at the end. If there's any hint of him being Sarah's brother. Is it me, or should it be doing something? Oh, there we go. I'm like, wait a minute. That's Chrono Cross. Yeah, such a great game. I don't actually have Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D set up, so we'll, for the rest of stream time, we will play Power Wash Sim, because I still have content there to play. There was even some new free content that dropped, and we're not even done with the Shrek DLC. But the next game for Friday is going to be Dragon Quest 3. How does making a croissant with a marshmallow would it have anything to do with Jesus? They're just like, we just want to have the kids make croissants. We'll say it's about Jesus. They'll believe anything. Right? They're just like, I just want the rectory to smell nice. Dragon Quest IV Mobile. That's actually a really good version of it. It's essentially the DS game, but with some of the stuff that got... Because, okay. Square Enix rushed Dragon Quest IV Remake. It's not finished on the DS. It's good. Great playthrough. But there's a lot of missing dialogue. And they didn't have time to translate it all, so they cut it out. And the mobile version has that.
I don't know why I randomly remembered my sister sleepwalking in my room and stuttering for 2 minutes, so... It's just... Memory is like that. You just remember things. So, like, the mobile version is kind of the definitive version of Dragon Quest IV. Yeah, you definitely want fan patches for real. Last time I played it, I didn't put a fan patch on, but maybe next time I do, I should. Probably. Hard to fuck up a croissant. Dude, the credits are so blurry. Like, they just straight ported it from PlayStation without any upscaling. Like, the videos that are playing are, like, the same, but the credits are really blurry. Actually, the video does look grainy. The weird live-action footage of fucking Sarah in, like, Tokyo or whatever. I would have liked to have seen, like, what they were going to do with Chrono Break. Like, you can get a lot of what they were going to do in Final Fantasy 13 too. But that's the structure and you know, and a bit of the plot, but not really the story. Like, I wonder if that girl with the foresight, I forget her name, it started with a Y. Not Unica, that's Ys. It was like Yule or something like that. I wonder if she was going to be Kid. And that older guy that protected her, like, was that Magus? He did use a scythe. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I think of when I think of Final Fantasy 13 2 and how it was going to be Chrono Break. What was her name? I didn't remember his name either. I'm not going to look it up. It's not that important. Dolby. You can tell it's Japan because nobody's like, miss, you're in the middle of the street. Yule, yeah. I think that's it. What was his name? I wonder if Yule was supposed to be Kid and that guy that was sort of like her protector. Thing is, she was really young. She was like 15 years old, but that could have been Kid. It could have been they just changed the ages around. And I just wonder if he was supposed to be her older brother. I will find you even if I have to search the world over. Sometime, somewhere, I'm sure. I'm coming for you. Still owe me $5. I'm pretty sure it was Yule. It might have even been spelt that way. God, what was his name? Where's my phone? I'm going to look it up. Like, that whole game gave me the feeling of, like, Chrono Trigger. That's why I asked Hitomi. I was like, hey, you know, was that made from the canceled Chrono Break? And she's like, yep. And I got a new future for seeing the good ending. Okay, Final Fantasy 13-2. Here it is. I'll find out what this dude's name was. Alright. Combat system, blah, blah, blah. Okay, here we are. Sure. Lightning, Sarah, Null, Hope, Snow, Caius! That was his name, Caius. And she was Yule, I think. I don't see her on here. His name was Caius, though. Caius Ballad. And her name was Yule. Multiple endings. It's not Chrono Trigger. The only other ending is like the bad ending. And I'm not feeling the bad ending. We're gonna play Power Wash Sim though. For the rest of stream time. We're gonna wash somebody's asshole's gonna get washed. Yeah, well there's Chrono Cross. Actually, since we're at the end of Chrono Cross, there's this new button on Streamlabs. I want to see what it does. I think it pauses the recording. Let me see. Okay. Okay, pressing it just made it disappear.